The sun was just beginning to set as Jack and Liam, lifelong friends and seasoned sailors, steered their boat into the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. The deep blue waves lapped gently against the hull, and the air was filled with the salty tang of the sea. They were on a simple fishing trip that promised friendship and a break from their routine lives. As time wore on, the calm ocean began to shift. The waves grew larger and more erratic, and an eerie stillness settled over the water. "Do you feel that?" Jack whispered. Liam nodded, eyes scanning the horizon. A low, rumbling sound echoed from the depths below, sending a shiver down their spines. Suddenly, the boat lurched violently, nearly capsizing. "What the fuck was that?" Liam shouted, gripping the railing for dear life. Jack's knuckles turned white as he struggled to regain control. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw something massive and dark moving beneath the surface, far larger than any whale they had ever encountered. The water around them began to churn, and an enormous, scaled body breached the surface, revealing jagged spines and a mouth filled with rows of razor-sharp teeth. Jack and Liam exchanged terrified glances. "It can't be!" Jack muttered, remembering the old legends of the Leviathan. Before they could react, the creature gave a mighty pull, dragging the boat and its helpless occupants towards the inky depths. The boat creaked and groaned under the strain, and the horizon began to tilt alarmingly. Panic surged through the two. It seemed there was no escape. The monstrous presence tightened its grip. Water rushing in, the hull began to crack. Welcome to a journey into the deep, dark waters of the world's oceans, where light barely penetrates and the mysteries of the deep remain largely unexplored. Today, we delve into one of the most enduring and terrifying legends of the sea, the Leviathan. This colossal sea monster, often depicted as an enormous, serpent-like creature, has haunted the imaginations of sailors and storytellers for centuries. But what if the Leviathan isn't just a figment of our collective fears? What if it's real, lurking beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered? We're going to explore the enigma of the Leviathan through the lens of modern science, expert testimonies, and the most recent research into the uncharted depths of our oceans. We'll investigate the possibilities of what might lie in the deepest, unexplored oceans, far from the reach of human eyes. Our journey begins with the fundamental question: could a creature of such immense size and power truly exist in the depths of the ocean? To answer this, we gotta first understand the environment where the Leviathan is said to live. The ocean is a vast and largely uncharted frontier, covering 71% of the Earth's surface. Only 20% of the world's oceans have been explored and mapped. This leaves 80% of the ocean still unexplored. Its deepest trenches and dark abysses are home to creatures that defy the imagination, many of which have just recently been discovered. We're going to do a deep dive, pun intended, into the latest scientific discoveries that reveal just how little we know about the deep sea. Using cutting-edge technology, scientists have uncovered new species and bizarre ecosystems that thrive in complete darkness and extreme pressure. Could the Leviathan be one of these unknown creatures, hidden away in the uncharted depths, eluding discovery? We'll examine the characteristics that such a creature would need to survive in the deep ocean. From its physiology to its feeding habits, we will piece together a picture of what the Leviathan might be and how it could have evolved. The fear and fascination with sea monsters are universal, and the Leviathan stands as a symbol of the unknown and the uncontrollable forces of nature. As we navigate through the scientific and cultural landscapes, we will also address the psychological aspects of why such legends persist. What is it about the Leviathan that captures our imagination and instills fear? How do these stories reflect our relationship with the natural world and our place within it? Later on, we'll delve into historical sightings and actual encounters with the beast that have fueled the legend of the Leviathan. You don't want to miss that. This thrilling exploration of the Leviathan challenges our understanding of the world beneath the waves. Whether the Leviathan is a myth or a reality, the quest to uncover the truth will lead us to fascinating discoveries. For centuries, the oceans have been a source of wonder, mystery, and fear. Vast and largely unexplored, these waters have given rise to countless legends of sea monsters. Creatures so immense and terrifying that they defy the imagination. Among these aquatic legends, the Leviathan stands out as one of the most enduring and badass. Leviathan was created by Yahweh as one of the first creatures and was one of 3 primordial beings that could hold great power on the earth. Behemoth, a bull-like creature, was given dominance over the land. Ziz, a dragon-like creature, was given reign over the skies. Lastly, Leviathan was given rule over all the seas. The Leviathan originated from ancient Jewish legend and is mentioned several times in the Old Testament. Depending on the source, the Leviathan has the appearance of a large sea serpent, often a multi-headed one, like the famous Hydra of Greek legend. Sometimes it's described as being crocodile-like. It also has the attributes of a dragon, including the ability to breathe fire. In fact, the original Hebrew spelling of the name, Leviathan, figures into its official name of Leviathan Melville. A 10-foot-long prehistoric whale skull was uncovered in 2008, which dated back to around 12 million years ago. The creature was a type of sperm whale, but with 14-inch long, sharp teeth. Paleontologists determined it grew to nearly 60 feet in length, big enough to hold its own against the massive megalodon shark, which would have existed around the same time and competed with this real-life Leviathan for food. Okay. Who do you think would win in a straight-up throwdown boss fight between the Leviathan and the megalodon? Let me know in the comments. In the beginning, there were supposedly 2 Leviathans, a male and a female. They were made to keep each other company in the seas. As time went on, however, it became clear that both creatures could not be allowed to survive. This was because the Leviathan would take over and devour the world if they were able to create offspring. To preserve the lives of his other creations, Yahweh descended to the earth to destroy the female Leviathan. There was a massive struggle between Yahweh and the female Leviathan because of her great strength. However, because Yahweh was all-powerful, he was eventually able to kill the female and save the rest of his creations from certain destruction. This pissed off the male Leviathan because of the loss of his companion. Now he waits for the end times when he will battle with Yahweh for his revenge. The Leviathan is rooted in ancient Hebrew texts. In the Bible, the Leviathan is mentioned in the book of Job, Psalms, the book of Isaiah, and the book of Enoch. In the 19th and 20th centuries, as our understanding of marine biology significantly improved, the idea of sea monsters began to shift. Naturalists and explorers documented real, previously unknown creatures like the giant squid, oarfish, megamouth shark, giant jellyfish, giant tube worms, giant isopod, and the colossal squid. These discoveries opened up a whole new can of tube worms as they brought a whole new perspective to sea monster myths, suggesting that some stories might not have been the tall seafarer tales of old. They are actual encounters with rare or strange animals no one's seen before. Common themes across cultures and time periods have shaped our understanding of these creatures. One recurring theme is the depiction of the ocean as a realm of chaos and danger, where monstrous beings embody the untamed and unpredictable nature of the sea. These legends often serve as metaphors for humanity's struggle against the forces of nature, reflecting our fears and awe of the vast, uncharted waters. Another theme is the symbolic role of sea monsters in representing moral or spiritual concepts. In many cultures, these creatures are not merely physical threats, but also symbols of evil or divine retribution. The Leviathan, for example, is frequently portrayed as a manifestation of chaos that must be conquered to restore order, a theme that resonates in both religious and literary contexts. Lastly, the enduring fascination with sea monsters highlights a fundamental aspect of human nature, our curiosity and desire to explore the unknown. The legends of the Leviathan and other sea creatures inspire a sense of wonder and adventure, urging us to push the boundaries of our knowledge and venture into the mysterious depths. The history of sea monster legends, particularly the Leviathan, reveals a complex interplay of fear, fascination, and symbolism. These stories have evolved over millennia, drawing from diverse cultural contexts and reflecting humanity's enduring relationship with the sea. As we continue to explore the oceans, the legend of the Leviathan remains a powerful reminder of the mysteries that still lie beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. In recent years, the legend of the Leviathan has been reignited by numerous sightings, eyewitness accounts, and scientific expeditions that show there is more to this ancient sea monster than mere folklore. While the scientific community remains skeptical, the consistency of modern-day sightings with historical descriptions is compelling. Eyewitness accounts from sailors, fishermen, and even military personnel describe encounters with massive serpentine creatures that defy explanation, often occurring in the deep, remote parts of the ocean, far from civilization. These stories and evidence presented by modern explorers and witnesses continue to fuel speculation and intrigue about the existence of the Leviathan. In 2001, a group of deep-sea fishermen off the coast of Japan reported seeing a colossal creature that matched descriptions of the Leviathan. According to their account, the creature was over 60 feet long, with a body covered in scales that shimmered in the sunlight. Its head was described as reptilian, with eyes that seemed intelligent. The fishermen, experienced in the ways of the sea, were visibly shaken by the encounter and convinced they had seen something truly extraordinary. In another encounter, 2 explorers went looking for the Leviathan at the bottom of the Mariana Trench in 1960. Even though scientists were positive they wouldn't find anything at 36,000 feet deep due to the pressure, they said fuck it and went anyway. After a 5-hour drop to the bottom, the men were shocked when they started hearing weird sounds of something grinding against their ship. To their horror, watching their monitor, they saw a massive shadow with 3 heads. But when they reported this, the team on the surface brushed it off, thinking they were just seeing shit because they're tired. It was only when they got to the surface where they realized that the walls of the ship, which were 5 inches thick, were completely destroyed. The 2 explorers were positive that they encountered the monstrous creature called Leviathan. In 2010, American scientists detected a strange sound under the sea near Argentina and Chile. At first, it was thought to be a submarine or something similar. However, the frequency and pattern of the sound suggested it was produced by a large marine animal. Based on the acoustic data, scientists estimated the size of the creature to be around 98 feet long. The event highlights the vast unknowns that still exist in our oceans. And recently, folks have noticed something on Google Earth that didn't look right. Now, I realize that this is more than likely pareidolia, but it's still pretty fucking cool, so I'm going to talk about it anyway. Just south of South America, in the Drake Passage, there's an underwater ledge that's shaped like a snake's head. On top of that, there's a small line of islands perfectly spaced apart where the nostrils would be on the snake. The ocean floor here looks like scales. Look at that crazy ass shit. Interestingly, each island has an active volcano, so it's like the dragon is breathing smoke through its nose. Man, that's fire! Folks are saying that the Leviathan's waking up from hibernation. It does look like a snakehead, nostrils and all. That's trippy. I've never noticed that before. Even though eyewitness accounts alone are enough to put someone in prison for life, they're not enough to convince the scientific community that the Leviathan is real. This is where scientific expeditions come into play, providing a more structured and systematic approach to uncovering the truth. In recent years, several expeditions have been launched specifically to investigate the possibility of large, unknown marine creatures living in the deep ocean. One notable expedition is the Deep Sea Exploration Project, DSEP, which has been conducting research in the Atlantic Ocean since 2015. The DSEP uses advanced submersibles and remote-operated vehicles to explore the ocean's depths, capturing high-resolution images and collecting samples. While the primary focus of the DSEP is to study deep-sea biodiversity, the project has also gathered sonar readings that show massive moving objects at depths previously thought to be uninhabited by large animals. Another groundbreaking effort is the Oceanic Research Initiative, ORI, which combines the expertise of marine biologists, oceanographers, and cryptozoologists to investigate reports of large sea creatures. The ORI has compiled a database of sightings and encounters, cross-referencing them with environmental data to identify patterns. In several instances, the ORI has shown clusters of sightings in specific regions, suggesting the presence of large, elusive creatures that fit the description of the Leviathan, just chilling out in certain areas. In addition to these specific endeavors, advances in technology have opened up new possibilities for exploring the deep ocean. Autonomous underwater vehicles and drones equipped with advanced sensors and cameras can now reach 36,000 feet deep, a depth previously inaccessible to humans. Deploying them in the most remote and unexplored parts of the ocean increases the chances of capturing evidence of fucked up critters. The modern quest to uncover the truth about the Leviathan is a fascinating blend of ancient legend and cutting-edge science. While definitive proof of the Leviathan's existence remains elusive, the ongoing efforts of researchers, explorers, and eyewitnesses continues to fuel the fire of curiosity. The quest to uncover the truth behind Leviathan sightings is filled with a shitload of challenges. Researchers and explorers must navigate treacherous waters and endure harsh conditions, all while dealing with the inherent difficulties of studying the deep ocean. Both skeptics and believers offer different interpretations of what's being reported, adding to the complexity of the search. One of the primary challenges faced by those investigating sea monster sightings is the sheer vastness of the ocean. This makes pinpointing specific locations of reported sightings extremely difficult. Additionally, the deep sea is a hostile environment with crushing pressures, frigid temperatures, and complete darkness at depths past 200 meters. Even the most advanced technology struggles to keep up with these conditions for extended periods. Navigating these waters is sketchy. Rough seas, unpredictable weather, and the potential for equipment failure pose constant threats. Expeditions must be meticulously planned and executed, often at great expense, with no guarantee of success. Even with sophisticated submersibles and remote-operated vehicles, the vast and varied terrain of the ocean floor can hinder thorough exploration. Skeptics argue that many reported sightings of sea monsters can be attributed to misidentifications or exaggerations. For example, large known marine animals such as giant squids, oarfish, or whales can appear monstrous under certain conditions. The play of light and shadow, combined with the distortion caused by water, can make these animals look far more menacing and mysterious than they actually are. Additionally, floating debris such as large masses of seaweed or logs can be mistaken for living creatures, especially in rough seas where visibility is low. Moreover, skeptics point to the psychological aspect of sea monster sightings. The human mind is prone to seeing patterns and familiar shapes even where none exist, a phenomenon I mentioned earlier called pareidolia. In the isolation and vastness of the open ocean, this tendency can lead sailors and explorers to perceive ordinary objects as something extraordinary. The power of suggestion and the enduring allure of sea monster myths can also influence perceptions, causing people to interpret ambiguous observations as evidence of the Leviathan. On the other hand, believers maintain that the consistency and frequency of sea monster sightings across different cultures and time periods suggest that there are more to these reports than mere misidentifications. they argue that the deep ocean is one of the least explored regions of our planet, home to countless undiscovered species. Recent discoveries of previously unknown deep-sea creatures, such as the colossal squid, lend credence to the possibility that there are still large, elusive marine animals that haven't been found yet. Believers also highlight the fact that most modern sightings have been made by experienced sailors and scientists who are very familiar with known marine life. These credible witnesses describe encounters with creatures that do not match any known species, suggesting that something truly extraordinary may be lurking in the depths. Furthermore, advanced sonar and imaging technology have detected large, moving objects at great depths, which cannot be easily explained by known marine animals or geological features. In conclusion, the search for the Leviathan is a complex and challenging endeavor. Navigating treacherous waters and enduring harsh conditions are just the beginning of the difficulties faced by researchers and explorers. While skeptics offer weak explanations for the many reported sightings, believers contend that the ocean's massive, unexplored depths still harbor mysteries beyond our current understanding. As technology advances and exploration continues, the truth behind these legendary creatures will one day be revealed. But for now, the debate remains as deep and enigmatic as the ocean itself. As our journey exploring the legend of the Leviathan comes to a close, we reflect on the enduring fascination with sea monsters and the impact these stories have on our understanding of the natural world. The Leviathan, a creature of immense power and mystery, has captivated human imagination for centuries, weaving its way through ancient myths, medieval lore, and modern-day accounts. This exploration has taken us through the deep, uncharted waters of our oceans, where both science and legend converge. From ancient myths to medieval European folklore, these tales have painted the sea as a realm inhabited by formidable creatures beyond our understanding. We then delved into recent sightings, eyewitness accounts, and scientific expeditions that have reignited interest in the Leviathan. These modern encounters, often reported by credible witnesses and captured using advanced technology, suggest that there may still be unknown creatures lurking in the depths of the ocean. While skeptics offer mundane explanations, the alluring possibility of discovering new, large marine critters keeps the legend of the Leviathan alive. The challenges faced by researchers and explorers in their quest to uncover the truth behind these sightings are crazy monumental. The vastness of the ocean, combined with its harsh and hostile environment, makes a thorough exploration very difficult. Yet, it's precisely these challenges that drive the human spirit of adventure and discovery, pushing us forward to venture into the unknown and expand our knowledge of the natural world. The legend of the Leviathan continues to resonate with us because it speaks to a fundamental aspect of human nature, our curiosity and desire to explore. These stories remind us that there are still mysteries in the world, hidden away in the uncharted corners of our planet. They inspire us to look beyond the horizon and imagine what might await us in the unknown abyss. As I conclude this exploration, we're reminded that the ocean, with its boundless mysteries and untamed beauty, remains a source of endless fascination. The legend of the Leviathan is not just a tale of terror and awe. It's a testament to the enduring power of the unknown and the unquenchable human thirst for discovery. Whether the Leviathan is real or a creation of our collective imagination, its story continues to inspire and captivate us, urging us to keep seeking and exploring the world around us. As technology advances and our understanding of the deep ocean grows, we will one day uncover the secrets of this legendary sea monster. Until then, the Leviathan remains a powerful symbol of the mysteries that lie beneath the waves, waiting to be revealed. Thank you for watching my video. Since you've made it this far, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe. It doesn't hurt that much, I swear. That way you won't miss any of my weird shit that I put out. And honestly, I really do appreciate it. I've also got some kick-ass merch. The link's in the description. Check it out. I got Scarinator t-shirts and Scarinator tanks. Stay Creepy mugs, t-shirts and stickers, and all kinds of dope miscellaneous stuff. Until next time, y'all keep it real, keep it chill, and stay creepy! Catch you on the flip. Thank you for watching and listening until the very end. You kick total ass.